Interviews can be like a game of poker, and HR is always watching for tells. Those little red flags that can make or break your chances of landing the job. Today, I'm going to reveal the top red flags HR looks for during interviews, so you can avoid them and absolutely crush your next one. Let's dive in. Red flag 1. Poor preparation. Showing up without knowing the basics about the company, the role, or even the industry is a massive no-no. It sends the message that you're either lazy or not interested enough to put in the effort. For example, if we ask, what do you know about our company? And you respond with, not much. It's not a good look. Here's the thing. Researching a company doesn't have to take hours. A quick glance at their website, their mission statement, recent news, or even their LinkedIn page can make all the difference. When you walk into that interview armed with knowledge, you're not just showing that you care, you're also demonstrating that you're proactive and resourceful. Qualities every company wants. Red flag 2. Over-talking or interrupting. Listen, confidence is great. We love confidence. But when you take over the conversation and don't give the interviewer a chance to speak, it's a problem. It shows poor listening skills, and let me tell you, in any job, listening is just as important as speaking. For example, if you're asked, tell me about a time you handled a tough situation, and you spend 10 minutes sharing every single detail, you're losing your audience. Keep your answers concise, clear, and to the point. And if you catch yourself interrupting the interviewer, pause, apologize, and let them finish. It shows self-awareness. Red flag 3. Vague or evasive answers. This is a big red flag. If we ask, why did you leave your last role? And your response is something like, it just wasn't working out, without elaboration, it raises questions. A great way to structure your answers is by using the SMART approach: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. For example, if we ask, tell us about a time you led a project, instead of saying, oh, I've done that before, give a SMART answer like this. I led a cross-departmental team of 10 people to complete a product launch. Specific. We increased sales by 20% in the first quarter. Measurable. I achieved this by organizing weekly check-ins and setting milestones. Achievable. It was relevant because it aligned with the company's strategic goals. Relevant. And we delivered the project 2 weeks ahead of the deadline. Time-bound. See how that answer is clear, detailed, and leaves no room for doubt? That's what we're looking for. Red flag 4. Speaking negatively about past employer issues. One's huge. Speaking negatively about past employers. Yes, maybe your old boss was the worst micromanager in history, or your coworkers made mean girls look tame, but trash talking your last workplace in an interview is a major red flag. Here's why. It tells us you might be difficult to work with, or that you're more focused on blaming others than taking accountability. Instead, frame those experiences in a positive light. For example, say, I learned a lot about how I want to collaborate with others and realized I thrive in environments where autonomy is valued. That way, you're being honest without sounding big. Asterisk red flag 5. Overconfidence or unrealistic expectations. Overconfidence or unrealistic expectations. Look, we all want to feel valued, but walking into an interview and saying, I expect to be promoted in 6 months, or asking for a salary that's double the industry average without backing it up. Not a good move. Confidence is about balancing ambition with humility. Instead of making demands, show your value. Say something like, I'd love to grow into a leadership role in the future and am excited to show how I can contribute to the team's success. It shows you're thinking ahead, but you're also grounded in reality. So there you have it, 5 major red flags HR looks for during interviews and how to avoid them. The good news? None of these are deal breakers if you know how to prepare and stay self-aware. Remember, an interview isn't just about evaluating you, it's also about you showing us why you're the right fit. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and share your most awkward interview moment in the comments. Let's decode what HR knows together. See you in the next video.